Hey everyone, welcome to our channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of technology and cybersecurity. Today we're going to talk about a topic that's more relevant than ever: cybersecurity. You might think cybersecurity is just about hackers in hoodies trying to steal government secrets or break into corporate databases. And yes, that does still happen, unfortunately. But in our digital age, where we live so much of our lives online, cybersecurity has become synonymous with life security. It's not just about protecting big organizations, it's about protecting you and me. Think about it. From online banking to social media, to storing precious photos in the cloud, our digital footprints are everywhere. Every click, every share, every upload leaves a trace. And all those footprints, they leave us vulnerable. Vulnerable to cyber attacks, data breaches, and identity theft. We're talking about our identities, our finances, our personal information. Everything is potentially at risk. Imagine someone gaining access to your bank account or your social media profiles. The consequences can be devastating. That's why we're diving deep into 10 mind-blowing cybersecurity facts that might just make you rethink how you click, browse, and live online. These facts aren't just interesting, they're crucial for understanding how to protect yourself in the digital world. So, buckle up, because the digital world is a wild place, and we're about to navigate it together. Whether you're a tech novice or a seasoned pro, there's always something new to learn about staying safe online. We'll cover everything from the basics of setting up two-factor authentication and using strong, unique passwords, to more advanced topics like recognizing phishing scams and securing your home network. Staying informed is your first line of defense. Cyber threats are constantly evolving, and so should your knowledge and practices. We'll keep you updated with the latest trends and tips to help you stay one step ahead. And remember, you're not alone in this. There's a whole community out there dedicated to sharing knowledge and helping each other stay safe. So let's dive in and explore the world of cybersecurity together. Alright, let's start with the big picture. We're talking trillions, people. Trillions. By 2025, cybercrime is projected to cost the world a mind-boggling $10.5 trillion annually. That's more than the entire global drug trade. Think about that for a second. It's not just about stolen credit card numbers anymore. We're talking about massive data breaches, ransomware attacks that cripple businesses and hospitals, and even attacks on critical infrastructure. This stuff is serious business, and the cost of not taking it seriously is only going to keep going up. Okay, I'm about to drop a truth bomb here. 95% of cybersecurity breaches, they're caused by us. By humans. Yep, that's right. We're talking about things like falling for phishing emails, using weak passwords, or clicking on sketchy links. It's often not some super sophisticated hacker using crazy code, it's just us making simple, avoidable mistakes. Think about how many times you've clicked on a link in an email without really looking at where it was going. Or how many times you've used the same password for multiple accounts. We're all guilty of it, but the good news is that just by being a little more aware, we can dramatically reduce our risk. One of the simplest ways to protect ourselves is by using two-factor authentication. This adds an extra layer of security. Another effective method is using a password manager. It helps create and store strong, unique passwords for all your accounts. Regularly updating your software is also crucial. These updates often include patches for security vulnerabilities. Educating ourselves on the latest cybersecurity threats and best practices can go a long way in keeping us safe. Always be cautious with emails, hover over links to see where they lead before clicking, and if something seems off, don't hesitate to report it. Many email services have options to report phishing. Discussing cybersecurity with colleagues and family members can also help spread awareness and reduce risks. Don't forget about your home network. Ensure your Wi-Fi is secure with a strong password and encryption. Using a VPN can add an extra layer of security, especially when using public Wi-Fi. Be mindful of what you share online. Adjust your privacy settings on social media to limit who can see your information. Regularly review your account activity for any suspicious transactions. Early detection can prevent bigger issues. By taking these steps, we can all feel more confident and secure in our digital lives. Remember, cybersecurity is a shared responsibility. Let's do our part to keep ourselves and our information safe. So you know how in the movies, someone kidnaps someone else and demands a ransom? Well, ransomware is kind of like that, but for your computer files. Hackers lock up your data using encryption, and then they demand payment, usually in cryptocurrency, to give you the key to get it back. And it's on the rise, big time. Hospitals, schools, businesses, nobody is safe. Imagine not being able to access patient records or student data. It's terrifying, and it's costing individuals and organizations billions. Chapter 4. Passwords, the Achilles heel of the internet. Okay, let's be real. Remembering a million different passwords is basically impossible. We all have so many accounts these days: email, social media, banking, shopping, streaming services, and the list goes on. Each one requires a password, and keeping track of all of them can feel like a full-time job. But using the same weak password for everything is like leaving all your doors unlocked and hoping for the best. Imagine if one of those doors gets breached. Suddenly everything you hold dear is at risk. Your personal information, financial details, and even your identity could be compromised. Hackers know this, and they have tools that can try thousands of passwords per second. These brute force attacks are relentless and can crack simple passwords in no time. It's like having a master key that can open any door in your digital life. That's why a strong, unique password for each of your important accounts is non-negotiable. Think of it as adding multiple layers of security to your digital fortress. A strong password is your first line of defense against cyber threats. I know it's a pain. The thought of creating and remembering all those complex passwords can be overwhelming, but the alternative, leaving yourself vulnerable to cyber attacks, is far worse. But that's where password managers come in. These tools are designed to take the hassle out of password management. They generate, store, and autofill your passwords so you don't have to remember each one. It's like having a digital vault that keeps all your keys safe and organized. They store all your passwords securely and make it easy to use different complex passwords for everything. With a password manager, you only need to remember one master password, and the tool takes care of the rest. This not only enhances your security but also simplifies your digital life. Trust me, it's a lifesaver. Once you start using a password manager, you'll wonder how you ever managed without it. It brings peace of mind, knowing that your digital world is secure and that you have one less thing to worry about. Chapter 5. The never-ending game of cybersecurity cat and mouse. Here's the thing about cybersecurity. It's not a one-time thing. It's a constantly evolving battle between the good guys and the bad guys. Hackers are always coming up with new ways to exploit vulnerabilities, so staying ahead of the curve is crucial. This means keeping your software updated, being aware of the latest threats, and practicing good cyber hygiene. It's like brushing your teeth for your digital life. You wouldn't just brush once and call it good, right? Cybersecurity is a habit, not a one-time event. Chapter 6. 300,000. That's how many new malware threats appear. Let's talk about malware for a second. Malware is basically any software designed to harm your computer or steal your information. And guess what? Over 300,000 new malware samples are detected every single day. That's insane. It's like a new species of digital cockroach being discovered every second. And just like cockroaches, malware can be incredibly difficult to get rid of once it's taken hold. That's why keeping your antivirus software updated and being careful about what you download and click on is so important. Chapter 7. Phishing, the oldest trick in the book, and it still works. Phishing is like the spam email of the cybersecurity world, but way more dangerous. It's basically a way of tricking you into giving up sensitive information like your passwords or credit card details. You might get an email that looks like it's from your bank or a trusted website, asking you to update your information, but if you click on the link and enter your details, you're basically handing them over to the hackers. Remember, legitimate companies will never ask for your personal information via email. If something seems fishy, it probably is. Chapter 8. Data breaches. They happen fast, like really fast. We've all heard about data breaches, but it's crazy how quickly they can happen. In many cases, it takes only seconds for hackers to gain access to a system and steal sensitive information. Think about all the personal data you have stored online: your name, address, social security number, credit card details. It's scary to think how easily that information can fall into the wrong hands. That's why it's so important to be vigilant about who you share your information with, and to take steps to protect your data. Chapter 9. You, probably, know someone who's been hacked. If you think you're immune to cyber threats, think again. 1 in 4 internet users has experienced some form of cybersecurity attack. That's a staggering number, and it just goes to show how widespread this problem is. It's not just big corporations or celebrities who are targets. Everyday people like you and me are at risk. The good news is that by being aware of the risks and taking precautions, we can dramatically reduce our chances of becoming a victim. Chapter 10. Cybersecurity jobs, the hottest career path of the future. With all these cyber threats, it's no surprise that the demand for cybersecurity professionals is skyrocketing. We're talking about a rapidly growing field with tons of job opportunities. And the best part? You don't necessarily need a computer science degree to get started. There are plenty of entry-level positions and online resources that can help you break into the field. So, if you're looking for a career that's both challenging and in high demand, cybersecurity might just be the perfect fit. So, there you have it, 10 mind-blowing cybersecurity facts that might just keep you up at night. But hey, knowledge is power, right? The more you know about the risks, the better equipped you'll be to protect yourself. So take cybersecurity seriously, folks. Use strong passwords, be wary of phishing scams, and keep your software updated. And hey, while you're at it, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more cybersecurity goodness, and let me know in the comments which fact surprised you the most. Stay safe out there.